वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं। नमः श्री शंकरानंद गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलास महामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे। Hari Om. So today we are in the last part of Tripti Dipa, verses 293 to 298. So we will see these verses. They are very beautiful. Just the celebration of knowledge, having known the truth, having realized the reality, what is there to do except to be in happiness and blessedness, being in the state of gratitude. Dhanyoham dhanyoham dukkham samsarikam na vikshedya. Dhanyoham dhanyoham swasya jnanam palayitam kvapi. There's a previous verse before. Dhanyoham dhanyoham nityam swatmanam anjasa vedmi. Dhanyoham dhanyoham brahmanando vibhati me spashtam. So why should I feel blessed? Why should I feel a lot of gratitude? Dhanyaha aham. Dhanyaha means I am blessed. Aham, I am blessed. Nityam, why? Everlasting. Swa atmanam anchasa. I know directly that I am the self. The everlasting self is I, myself, the self. Dhanyoham dhanyoham. I am grateful. I am grateful. I am blessed. I am blessed. For what? Brahmanandaha vibhati me spashtam. Brahma Ananda, the bliss of that Brahman, the bliss of that reality is clear to me, very, very clear to me. So I feel blessed. In the Taittiriya Upanishad also, the Rishi is just bursting out without any words to express. Ha-vu, 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 ahamannam, 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 ahamannado, ahamannado, ahamannadah, ahaggashloka krit, ahaggashloka krit. Ahamasmi prathamajaratasya. So, havu means it's like, oh wow. We just say wow for expression of joy. Dhanyoham dhanyoham. Brahmanandaha vibhati me spashtam. Spashtam very clearly. Dhanyoham dhanyoham. Then what is happening? Paramananda praptihi Atyantika dukkha nivrittihi. Paramananda prapti means I am experiencing the joy of the self. Atyantika dukkha nivritti means my dukkha is going away. Dhanyoham dhanyoham dukkham samsarikam na vikshe adya. The dukkha will be there. Dukkha of samsara is there in some part of the world. So, as we saw in one of these verses, this whole body is nothing but pain. This whole body is woven with the thread of disease. But we don't get to see that. If we are blessed, we don't realize the presence of the disease, we don't realize the presence of the body. Dhanyoham, dukkham, samsarikam. Because of modification and change, we experience joy, we experience sorrow. When joy is not everlasting and sorrow lasts for a long time, it is both sad. So we don't experience that sorrow, which is changing joy, which is joy becoming something else, and sorrow lasting for a long time. Samsarikam dukkham na vikshe adya. Today, we can only live for today. Today, I do not experience the dukkha of samsara. Meaning problems will come, but in the present moment, the problem is constantly getting solved. There is no problem in this moment. In this moment, there is only process. When we pay attention to the process, we do not have any problems. Na vikshe adya. Dhanyoham, dukkham samsarikam. The sorrow born out of samsara, the feeling of sorrow born out of samsara, I do not experience, I do not see, I do not, it is not that it is not there. I do not see means I have the knowledge that I should not pay attention to it. I should pay attention to joy. I should pay attention to success. I should pay attention to the means and processes through which I can be happy. And I do not pay attention to this. Na vikshe adya. Dhanyoham, swasya ajnanam palayitam kwapi. My ignorance of that reality, my ignorance of the truth has gone away somewhere. I don't know where. I'm not going to search and find it and bring it back. It doesn't belong to me. I have given it up, meaning I'm not taking ownership of that ajnana. I am not identifying with it. It is not mine anymore. It is gone. Dhanyoham, kartavyam mena vidyate kinchit. Dhanyoham, praptavyam sarvamadya sampannam. Dhanyoham. See, we feel sad because we don't experience joy. We feel sad because we experience sorrow. We also feel sad when we have to exert ourselves and do something. So here, the third part of exertion. Dhanyoham, kartavyam me na vidyate kinchit. Even a little bit of kartavyam means I have to do this. If I don't do this, compulsory duties, compulsory responsibilities, compulsory identities, which I have to manage. I don't have anything. The man of realization, there's a condition. If we want to live a life of this, we have to realize the truth. Dhanyoham, kartavyam me. This work, when I get up in the morning, I have to do this work. There is our reticular activation system in the brain. Previous night, before we go to sleep, whatever work we have to do, the reticular activation system filters it, takes it in and records it for us and brings it as a thought. I have to get up, I have to do this YouTube talk, I have to get ready and prepare before the talk, I have to prepare the subject. All these things the reticular activation system will throw up. So, this person has got no identity with anything in this world of matter, name and form. So there is nothing for that person to do. And so he is blessed. He is in an ever relaxed mode of enjoying life, being happy, being blissful. It is like being like a baby. Around the baby, there are so many adults with so many responsibilities, but the baby does not have any responsibility. It is blissful. And nobody scolds a baby or nobody chides a baby because it is not taking responsibility, because that is its nature and it's being its nature. In the same way, the man of realization, the woman of realization has worked hard towards a realization and earned the state of babyhood, has earned the state of being like a child, being free of all cares, all worries, and just as of being born to be blissful and playing around. Dhanyoham, kartavyam me na vidyate kinchita. Even a little bit, there is no kartavyam for me. Dhanyoham. Why is there no kartavyam? Whatever I have to attain, I have attained. Sarvamadhya sampannam. Whatever I need today is around me. I don't need to work hard to achieve anything or attain anything. धन्योहम तृप्तिर्मे कोपमा भवे लोके धन्योहम धन्यो धन्यः पुनः पुनर्धन्यः. Only dhanya, only blessedness. Dhanya also is an expression of gratitude for that state of blessedness. धन्यः अहम तृप्तिः मे का उपमा भवेन लोके. So he is as almost as if he is so proudly proclaiming. It is not the pride of the ego, but it is a pride of that state of blessedness. It is the joy of the state of blessedness which you proclaim so that others also may take it up and live that way. It is like a competition. It's like a healthy competition. See, I have achieved it. You can also achieve. It is a call to the world to achieve that state of blessedness where there is no war, there is no anger, there is no hatred, there is no jealousy, there is no greed, there is no ignorance. Everything is known to everybody. Every joy is present for everybody. There is only the state of joy and there is no sorrow in existence. What a blessed state that is. We can attain this blessed state with that knowledge of the self. And so what is this person, what is this being of enlightenment, what does he say? He just has got to sing. Dhanyoham, triptihi me, my contentment. Where is the comparison for the state of my contentment in this world? It is beyond compare. It is beyond contrast. There is nothing else that others can show that his contentment is like that person's contentment. No. There is only one contentment, and that contentment is in the state of realization. Dhanyoham, dhanyo dhanyah punah punar dhanyah. So just almost like a madman. Because why does a madman keep repeating again and again? That is the only one thought that he is seeing. He is not seeing any other thoughts. In the same way, this man of enlightenment is seeing the only one thought of blessedness, the one thought of happiness. Punar dhanyaha. Again and again, I am blessed. Moment to moment, I am blessed. Pal pal pag pag जीवन पथ पर गुरु साथ मेरे रक्षक बनकर. In the song of Puja Guruji, written on Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmaya, Pal Pal Pag Pag. If we cannot experience a state of blessedness by ourselves, we seek that state of blessedness in which the Guru stands, and when we surrender to that state of blessedness, every moment of our life is blessed. Aho punyam, phalitam dridam. Asya punyasya sampattehi aho vayam. So we are all residing in that punya, in that blessedness. What is that punya? To have that awareness, to have all the facilities within and without, to realize this truth is a state of punya. Aho punyam. Aho means oh, wonderful, wow, aho punyam, aho punyam, phalitam phalitam dridham. It is completely come and established that punyam or the presence of consciousness is well established here today. Asya punyasya sampattehe. The sampatti or the wealth of this punya. What is the wealth of this punya? All the wonderful qualities, all the divine qualities, just like as we had the miserable qualities of greed, anger, hatred, jealousy that were born out of ignorance, we have the wonderful qualities born out of realization. Constant thoughts. Every thought is enlightened thought. Every thought contains consciousness inside. Every thought is an enabling thought. Every thought is an empowering thought. Every thought is a happy thought. Every thought is a blissful thought. From what is that thought born? The thought is born out of realization of who I am. Who I am. Asya punyasya sampattehe. Shamadhi shadka sampattihi. The six wealths that are a requirement for this state of realization are shama. Shama means complete calmness of mind. It is a wealth. Dama, control of the senses. Uparama or uparati. Uparati means engaging in one's own action, constantly engaging in one's own action. Titiksha, putting up with the small pinpricks of life. Shraddha, having trust and faith that yes, the truth that's pointed out in the Upanishads is real. That state of being is real. The Guru's words are real. Shraddha. Samadhanam, ever resting the mind in that state of peace. Asya punyasya sampattehe. In the Bhagavad Gita, towards the end, there are many sampattis. Daiva sampatti means wealth. Abhayam sattva samshuddhihi jnana yoga vyavasthitihi danam damascha yajnascha swadhyayastapa arjavam ahimsa satyam akrodha tyagashantirapaishunam daya bhuteshvalo luptvam mardavam hrira chapalam tejah kshama dhriti shaucham adroho nati manita bhavanti sampadam daivim abhijatosi pandava. So these are all the qualities that you are born with, Arjuna. These are all daivi sampat. So he lists so many qualities. Asya punyasya sampattehe. What is the sampatti or what is the result, the earning of this punya of knowledge of the self is divine qualities. Vayam, aho vayam, it is not I. If one person gets realized, the sampatti or the wealth is enjoyed by the kingdom in which that person is present. The samrajya or the establishment, the family, the society, the territory, the country in which such a person lives enjoys the bliss of that person's wealth of the merits of the mind. Whether they are able to enjoy it or not, it is up to them. But this person, he abundantly shares the state of his mind with everybody around him. Aho shastram, aho guruhu, aho jnanam, aho sukham. What else is there remaining but to praise? Aho, oh, shastram. What is that scripture that can take us? What is that text? What is the beauty that can take us to the state of being? Aho Shastram. Oh, this dear scripture. Aho Guruhu. Who is that person, that Guru, who can take us here, who can bring us here? Aho Jnanam. Aho Jnanam. Oh, that knowledge, oh, that thought that can bring us to this state of being. Aho Sukham, Aho Sukham. What is this kind of joy that I can enjoy in this manner by knowing the true self? Oh, that joy, oh, that bliss that I am enjoying because of this. So it is only this jnana, the guru and the shastras that has shown us this way. And this author, Bhagavan Swami Vidyaranya, he bows down again and again to that knowledge, to the guru, to the shastras, and all even the bliss that is being experienced, he bows down to that because he has experienced that. In the Guru Gita, there's a verse, Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidakine Atmajnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Oh, that Guru, Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha. I am caught in this Karma Bandha which I have earned over so many lifetimes because of my ignorant activities. Atmajnana Pradhanena, by giving that knowledge of the self, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vidahine. You just burn up all that karma bandha with this knowledge of the self. Bhagavad Gita says, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, in the last chapter, 17th chapter, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karyo Vyavasthitau. So, 16th chapter, Arjuna, the Shastras show the way of what to do and what not to do to attain eternal peace. Shastram Pramanam Te. You use the Shastras as a proof, as your book of guidance, and do what needs to be done and what should be avoided. Tripti Dipam imam nityam yenu sandadhate buddhaha brahmanande nibajjantaha te trupyanti nirantaram. What is the phalashruti of studying this Tripti Dipa? Tripti means contentment. Dipa means lamp. The lamp of contentment. What is the person gain by this studying this lamp of contentment? This Tripti Dipa. Imam Nityam Yo Anusandadate. The one who consistently reflects. Reflects means thinks about the verses in this Tripti Dipa, Buddhaha, Brahmanande Nimajjantaha. They are immersed in Brahmananda. Tripyanti Nirantaram. Constantly they are very, very experiencing that state of contentment. With this, we go to the first verse and the Upanishad mantra. Atmanam chet vijaniyat ayam asmiti purushaha kimichan kasya kamaya shariram anusanjvaret. If you want to know you are the Atma, chet vijaniyat, know ayam asmi iti purushaha. Know that this individual being is I, asmi iti. Then if you know that, kim icchan, if you know who I am, what will you desire? Kasya kamaya, for whose sake are you going to desire? Shariram anusanjvaret, for what reason are you going to destroy, or for what reason are you going to stir this body, mind and intellect into action? For what sake? There is no sake, because everything is beautiful as it is, everything is wonderful as it is. There is nothing to be disturbed, nothing to get agitated, nothing to do, nowhere to go, only to be in that realization of the true self. So, this is the beginning of the Upanishad mantra, and explaining this Upanishad mantra has been this Tripti Dipa, Atmanam Chet Vijaniyat. So, if in case one realizes who I am, who am I? I am Asmi. I alone am I. There is nothing else other than I. Meaning I is consciousness, I is self. That alone am I. I am Asmi iti Purushaha. A person realizes this, then what is that person going to desire? I am consciousness. Whatever I want is already there. Even if I want something, there is nothing to be agitated about it because I am going to get it. It is going to come to me on its own because I am consciousness. Kim Ichan. Everything in this universe functions for the sake of consciousness, and I am that consciousness, so I will get what I want. And so I don't even want anything because I'm going to get it. And I will get only what I have. I have everything and I don't want anything. So, Kim Ichan, what am I going to desire? Kasya Kamaya, not for, if not for my sake, if it is for somebody else, that person is also consciousness. That person also has everything. If at all he believes that he does not have something, it is because of ignorance. If that ignorance goes away, he realizes that he has it already. Kasya Kamaya, for whose sake am I going to do this? Shariram Anusanjvareta. For whose sake am I going to disturb this body? And so then to describe who is the I, they bring the story of the 10th man, Dashamaha. The people are counting, where is this I gone? If I am there, you say I am there, consciousness is there. Where is this consciousness? The 10th man story, how the 10th man realizes that he is the number 10 and not the 9. And then how this ignorance goes away. By what means the ignorance goes away? And if when the ignorance is there, how does a person behave? What is the dreamlike nature of the world? What is how we should withdraw from this world? And after knowing the truth, what is the state of the realized person? How does he engage in the world or not? Does he act in the world? What is unrestricted fulfillment of this individual? What is the conduct of the realized master? And finally, what is contentment and what is the bliss that arises out of this state of contentment is all being very beautifully discussed in this Tripti Dipa. This Tripti Dipa is a book that is available. The commentary is by Swami Tejomayanandaji. Tripti Dipa is it is the 7th chapter of Panchadashi and it is written by Swami Vidyaranya. The Panchadashi is a composition by Swami Vidyaranya. With that, we conclude this. Tomorrow, for the next 2 days, we will have Vedanta Shravana Sadhana Yagna. We will move into the 100th day and the 101st day of this Vedanta Shravana Sadhana Yagna. We will study this very beautiful text of Adi Shankaracharya called Jivan Muktananda Lahari. It is a very it has lilting music and a very beautiful understanding. In the wake of Tripti Dipa, Jivan Muktananda Lahari talks about the person who is in that state of enlightenment, in that state of joy, in that state of bliss. What does he do? How does he speak? How does he move about in this world? Is that song. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kasyat Dukkha Bhag Bhavet, ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसोर्मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हर नमः पार्वती पतये। हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम।